Bombardier Recreational Products are a large Canadian company that specialise in the design and manufacture of recreational vehicles and engines. Now they have over 70 years experience. Think brands like Sea-Doo, Ski-Doo, Can-Am and Evinrude, and that's what we're here to talk about today, the new second generation Evinrude E-Tech. Now it's super fast, it's super clean and it's super cheap to run. I'm here with Riley Tolmay from BRP, and before we head out in the water to go through the nuts and bolts of this revolutionary new engine, there's a lot of ways to customise it. Can you tell me how it works?
So we've got 5 standard colours that come off the production line, and we also customise a few OEM contracts with boat builders like Quintrex here in Australia, where you can make a green engine, for example, with a green boat, which is something we recently did. We also have 14 accents, that's that little switch down the side. And we can also mix and match things up a little bit so you can get a two-tone.
And that's how easy it is, just pop it on.
Yeah, just pop it off.
Pop it on.
Just slide that one on there.
Ah, too easy.
Pop that on. And we can change that over to white if we want, or green or purple or whatever fancy us for the day.
All right, let's take this baby for a run.
Cool.
There's a lot of technology that's gone into this and there's some pretty impressive features. Can you tell us about it in more detail?
I'll start from the top down. We've changed the power head. Engineers have gone inside of the actual combustion chamber and found a few very unique features. That's got our fuel economy down to best in class, giving us good power and acceleration.
It's got the inbuilt hydraulic steering, which is pretty cool.
Exactly, hey. So it's a power assisted hydraulic steering system. Normally costs around $4,000 at retail. So built into the engine, nice saving and a really nice feature, as you've seen, and was very, very light compared to some of the cars you've probably driven. We can also adjust that from a maximum to a minimum as well. So we've got 3 different settings on that steering just to kind of stiffen it up a little bit if you need it.
All right, so tell us about the gearbox. That's got something to do with the 500 hours or 5 years, no service.
That's correct. We've got a little inspection hatch that's inside of the engine. The reason we do that, if you get fishing line around the prop, you generally can damage one of the seals. And we put that inspection hatch there for the consumer, just so that he's not afraid of running the engine for that period of time. Part of the 500 hours, 5 years, no maintenance, is the convenience of not having to take it back to a dealership. A big boat like this here on a trailer, you know, a bit of work involved in getting it back to the dealership when we could be out here drinking a few pina coladas. You know?
That sounds good. Now, it is really economical on fuel, isn't it?
Very, very good on fuel, eh? Best in class. We're proud to say that because we've achieved best torque, best acceleration, best power in class, and with that, with fuel economy. One of the things about fuel economy on boats is range. So a lot of fishermen really want to get out to the shelf, they want to get distance, and that's ultimately, you know, where we're going with a motor like
combination. This. So how much does it use on idle?
About 500 mils of fuel an hour. Once we're out there, a couple of beer cans of fuel and we've got 2 hours of run times. And on top of that, it meets 3-star emissions compliance. It's very difficult to get an engine with that much grunt to achieve, you know, the highest rating in the EPA emissions compliance.
And the new engine's got fly-by-wire control.
That's right. It's all part of our clean rigging. We've basically got a couple of wires that run from the motor up to the bus. We've got a couple of instruments that are ours here on this particular dash, the new Simrad Evo 2s, all communicate an NMEA 2000 communication channel, and we can have our instruments up on the sounders, we can have them on the gauges. All of the engine data that's available through our management system can come up on here like a modern car. There's no break-in period, treat it like a hire car. Get in, thrash it.
So there you have it. It's technically very impressive, it's a lot of fun and it goes fast, and it's my turn to drive again. Get out of the seat.
Sounds good.